Hello everyone, it's Cash here, back with another video. Today I'm going to show you how to use viewport frames in Roblox Studio. So let's get started. First things first, we need a screen GUI. And then under that, we can just go ahead and create a viewport frame. And then on the GUI, we can just press ignore GUI inset and reset on spawn as false. And then in this viewport frame, I'll just give you guys a basic rundown. So what they are is they're a way to view models and parts and stuff inside of a frame. So like it renders, if I put this in there, it would render the spawn location in this frame. Okay? Now the way we use these, it's actually pretty simple. What we do is we just make a camera and we position the camera. You can use a script or whatnot, but I just like to position it myself, and I'll show you how. And then we just put a model and facing the camera, or whatever way the camera's facing, and we put the model under the viewport frame. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna actually make this a square, like a perfect square. And I'll just make it pretty big for you guys. Okay. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna create an object. So I'm gonna load my character. So I'm gonna do R15 character. Yes, I'm just gonna load it. And then I'm going to position my camera facing the character how I want it. And then you're just gonna copy the camera and put it under, actually just put it in the screen GUI. You remove anything that's in the camera. And then in the viewport frame, you're going to scroll down on current camera, and you're gonna select that camera, and then drag the model into viewport frame. So as you can see, now we have the actual thing viewed, and then it doesn't move when we move our actual camera. And what we could do is we could drag it here and reposition it, move it up or something like that, and then as you can see, it positions it in the actual space of the camera or viewport frame. So I'm just going to go to origin position, and you can like change that to make it look good, and it looks pretty cool. And then you'd have the character. So that's a simple way to use viewport frames. But what if we want to, like, whatever item we select, it clones it into a group and puts it here. So it's actually pretty simple. What we're going to do is we're going to make a quick script, and it's going to be a local script. Okay, and we'll call this selection. And then under this, we're just going to create a group. And to do this, just create a part, and then group it, and then get rid of the part. So now we just have a blank model. Oh, it's called a model, actually. Yeah, you can create just a blank model, but I was calling it group for some reason. Okay, and then we're just gonna call this view item, and then we'll do local player equals game.players.localPlayer, local mouse equals player get mouse. Okay, and mouse dot button one down connect function, and then we'll do if mouse dot target, then mouse, or actually we'll do a variable for the local GUI. Local GUI equals script dot parent. Local frame equals GUI dot frame or viewport frame. Okay, and then if mouse dot target, then frame.viewItem clear all children, and then we'll do mouse.target clone, and we'll do local clone equals that, and clone.parent equals frame.viewItem. Okay, and we also need to change the camera to like look exactly at it. So now there is some stuff like camera subject and stuff like that. but you also have camera C frame. So if we were to change the camera C frame to something, it's actually not that hard. So if we have a part, right, it's kind of hard to do, but we can just position it to the actual model position and the orientation and stuff, and it's all going to be 0, but this is going to change after something gets added. So if I add a part and I drag this whole thing out here, and we have the part, okay, and then what we're going to do is it's just going to select this actual thing. So as you can see, it has the position, and if we rotate this part, then as you can see, it has actually no orientation. Whatever. Okay, it's kind of complicated, but I'll just show you guys what to do. Okay, so we're gonna drag the actual item into the view frame, and then we're gonna do frame.current camera is gonna be equal to, or dot C frame is equal to view item 1. Oh wait, clone.parent equals frame.view item. Okay. So this frame, the current camera.c frame, here it is. We need to just change the subject. So we'll do current camera.subject is equal to mount or clone. Okay. And frame.current camera it's called camera type equals scriptable, or enum.camera type scriptable. Okay, now if we see what happens here, select the base plate, select this. Oh, actually what we could do, get rid of the camera, and then we create a new camera whenever it actually gets there. I think you guys know what I mean. Just so whatever you're looking at, it does it. Okay, that would actually be a lot more easy. So we'll do local camera equals game.workspace.current camera clone, and then frame.current camera equals camera. Oh, and then also we also need to do the camera parent. So camera.parent equals viewport frame or frame.view item. So that's going to get rid of it also. Okay, so we press it and it sees it and it looks at it, and we can change it however we want it, and it looks just like the view item. Okay, so we could select it, we could walk away, we could press on it, and that's what it looks like. And if we zoom in, it does it exactly how it should be. Alright, so that's exactly how you do it. And yeah, that's all for today's video. See you guys in the next one. Peace.